Good morning, folks. Milk Money here. Yeah, I finally decided to show my ugly mug on camera. I've had complaints from buddies. Got YouTube channels telling me that I need to get on the camera, in front of the camera. So here I am, the one and only. But anyway, what we're going to be doing today is, first of all, I apologize about not putting out more videos sooner. I've just been so busy out here. We've gotten a lot of new stuff, a lot of new birds. I'll show you all those in another video, hopefully next. But today I want to show y'all, because I love my racing pigeons, homing pigeons, racing pigeons, whatever you want to call them. But I do plan on racing. It'll probably be next year before I have any ready to actually race. But I do have several young birds this year, so maybe towards the end of the year I can try to get into a race with some of these folks. Excuse me, but it doesn't matter how good of a blood that you actually have, or how fast they get home or anything else. If they don't know how to get into a trap, back into the loft, then you're going to lose, well, not lose the bird, first of all. If they do figure out eventually how to get into the trap, you're going to lose precious time, because in pigeon racing, I know it sounds funny, but literally every second counts. I mean, every second. So I'm going to show you today, I've got some young birds. They've never been in a trap before. So I'm going to show you how to get them in a trap, or how to get them a trap back into the loft. So I'm going to set this up real quick. I'm going to go and show you, first of all, this is just a simple barb trap. There it is. They're just going to go through the little bars right here, go right on in. They can't come back out. The trap won't go the other way. It only goes one way. This up here is actually the Sputnik trap. I don't have it ready right now. I don't know if I'm going to use it or not, but I'll show y'all that if I do decide to use it later. I'll show y'all that one. But right now, let me get this little cage set up, and I'll show you how I'm talking about doing this. When I get it set up, you'll see. So I'll be right back with you. As you can see, just a simple little wire cage. It's over the platform, over the landing board. I've got a door on it, so I'll just open it up, put the pigeon inside, and just let him sit there until he gets comfortable, her, and let them just trap in on their own. If it takes too long, I'll try to get one of the older birds. Usually what I do, I'll get one of the older birds that's more experienced, and I'll actually let them trap in, and the young ones will watch them. And most of the time they'll just follow them right on in. So I'm gonna start off with old birds real quick. I've got 2 of those in here. The rest of it's gonna all be young birds, some of my whites, some of my other young birds off of these birds. So, but I'm gonna show you, just in case anyone's never saw this or understood, it's gonna be just that simple. You'll see what I'm talking about. The barbs just lift up, they go right in, they come back behind them. So I'll be back with y'all in just 1 second. So this right here is one of the hen birds, and this is actually, you'll see her baby. I'll trap her in real quick, and I'll trap in the cock bird, and I'll show y'all their baby. But this is a pair of my breeders, just little checks. But all I do is simply just put them in here, set them on the board, and I'll let her do her thing. This is the big daddy bird, the cock bird I call it. He is a handful. But like I said, I'll show y'all some better picture of these birds later. I'll get them all out for y'all. But he usually traps in pretty quick. Like I said, just let them sit there. Just that fast. All right, so these babies have not been trapped in yet. So let's see what happens. Just a little check. But let's see what he does. Well, maybe it's she. Not sure yet. He's not old yet. Just set him in here. He went right on in. Now these birds are, they have been raised in this loft, born and hatched and raised. They're about 2 months old. So these birds have watched the other ones trap in a lot, so they should know. This is a little indigo bird I've got. His mother is a yellow hen, and daddy is a black check, like those other 2. And they've come out indigo. Right on in. It's that litter mate to that one. It's another indigo. Beautiful little birds. But anyway, so let's see what this one will do. Thinking about it. Right on in. Now his mother's a yellow hen, and his daddy is a red chick. Shh. Come on, buddy. But he's just a little red bar. He's another pretty little bird. He's a handful too. I said these birds are not about 2 months old, but they're getting to be handfuls. So anyway, see what he does. Right on in. Good job. This is some of the whites that a buddy of mine gave me. Now their tail's a little bit dirty where they've been dragging the ground in there, flying around. But they're just solid white birds. Like I said, they're pretty little birds. He's been flying some of his. So we're going to see how this year do. We may end up doing the wedding thing or funeral thing. I don't know yet. Let's just see how that all goes. Good deal. Man, I usually have to wait forever for these things. Come on. Like I said, we just got 3 more. This is another little white one. Just, like I said, they're a little bit dirty. It's hard to keep these white ones clean. If you're going to do the whole wedding thing or anything else, you have to sure enough wash these birds a couple days beforehand, get them all prettied up. People don't like dirty white birds at the weddings. I say he's thinking about a little bit more than the rest of them. He's not sure. Excuse me, I'm sorry. All right, let's put another one in there with him then. This is one of the other ones. Same thing. Just solid white bird. Just showing y'all real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and throw him in there with him. And let's see if that helps him out a little bit. Well, they're thinking about it. And I've got one more. Come here, buddy. So let's see. Come on. I know. This is another one. So, like I said, a little white. It's all solid white. They're a little dirty, but let's go ahead and stick him in here and just see what he does, or she. If one of them would go in, the other 2 should follow them. That's all they're waiting on. All right, folks. I turned the camera off just for a second to go do something, and those other 2 popped right in just that fast. This last one's still having a few problems. What I'm gonna do is take this check hen, and I'm gonna slide her back in there with her, so maybe she can watch her do it, and then maybe she'll pop in behind her. And I also brought the other little chick, their youngster out here, since he done so good a while ago. It won't hurt him doing it again. And like I said, maybe it'll show this one where to go. Look at there. So it's just that simple. I mean, not that simple, but still. You just want to just kind of, hang on, let me just camera back down. Get my ugly mug back on here. So anyway, so that's all it is. You want to try to trap them in, get them trapped in as quick as they can. Now, normally what I like to do is when I fly them, I let them fly for a while, get the exercise, get a little tired. And what I'll do is I'll start blowing my little whistle I have that's saying it's feeding time, like a little dinner bell. And as soon as they start hearing that whistle, they know that food's hitting that trough. And so they know if they don't get in there pretty quick, that they won't get the best little bits. They only get the leftovers. So, like they usually try to get on back in, the older birds especially, try to get on back in pretty quick. The young birds haven't really learned that much yet, but like I said, they'll learn if they go to bed hungry one night or with their belly's half full or something, or they got the scraps, they know tomorrow, hey, I need to start getting a little bit faster. So they know now, even in the loft when I feed, if they sit back and watch the older birds eat, they get the scraps. So they will hit that feeding pan just like the rest of them, quick, fast, in a hurry. They'll push their way right on through there and make sure they get some of the good stuff too. So same way out here. Once they learn that, hey, if I don't get on that landing board pretty quick, then they'll learn the hard way. But like I said, this is it today. Like I said, it's not really a short video, but a simple video. I'm gonna go ahead and go in here real quick and try to go ahead and get another one done up for y'all with all the new, the babies, the older birds, all that. I've got some new stuff. I went to the show the other day. I did not get to film that. I took the camera, but I didn't get to film it. We weren't there long. But I did get some more, couple surprises. And then we got some more birds the other day, some more pigeons. I'll show you those. Decided that I wanted to get back into racing hot and heavy. Again, I got the itch for it. Instead of just flying them around here, I want to actually get in competition like I used to. So, excuse me, I called a buddy of mine named Jay Turner, best guy in the world. If you got a pigeon question, this man can, if he doesn't know the answer, he'll find it out pretty quick. He's real knowledgeable. He's had birds. I think he said he was around 9 years old. There's actually a news story about him. He's been in the paper several times. This guy is the go-to guy for pigeons. Real trustworthy. I trust every word that comes out of Jay's mouth. So I called him and said, hey, I want some pedigree birds. I want some sure enough racing bloodlines. I don't mind paying. Who do you recommend? And he threw a couple of names out there. I'll mention them later and make sure they're okay with it. But he threw a couple of names out. I called one of them. We talked for about 30, 45 minutes. Seemed like a great guy. And he told me, he said, hey, there's another guy closer to you than I am. He said, so I'm going to, try to hook you up with him. And he gave me his number. And the next thing I know, this guy had already called me. And we talked for a little while. It's an older gentleman. And he is just good as gold, too. So I end up, he made me a deal on some younger birds that I could actually fly this year. And another buddy of mine wanted some racing birds, too. So he said, hey, if you go over there, see if you can get me a pair of, breeder birds. So I called the guy and he said, yeah, I got 3 pair I can let go. I said, well, I'm going to come look at the babies and I'll see about getting him a pair of those. When I got over there, man, I fell in love with his loft, his birds. I mean, they were like just awesome. And I had my wife with me, Jerica. And I'm over here just staring at these birds just with my mouth wide open type thing. And she's like, you want a pair of them birds, don't you? I said, no. I said, I want all of them. She's like, you bring enough money? I'm like, well, I'll keep putting them in a basket until my wallet runs dry. Because whatever I got today, I'm going to spend. So I end up getting all 3 sets of those breeder birds he had. And then he ended up giving me a couple more birds. A real great guy. He gave me like 3 more birds. And then just yesterday, he brought 4 of the young birds that I was going to get from him. He bought those 4, and then he still got 2 more at the house. That's not quite ready. I'm going to go Sunday. Today's Wednesday. I'll go Sunday and pick those up. So, but I'm in love with these birds. I mean, their pedigrees are awesome. I'll show you those another time. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I got something in my throat out here. All this pollen. But I'll show y'all them another time. So, I do apologize about all the crowing in the background. We got Uncle Lucas, and there's another surprise that I'll show y'all in the next video out here. But anyway, all the little ones inside, all the big ones outside. So, but I'll get back with y'all in the next video, and we'll talk about more. But I do want to go ahead and give y'all a warning. The channel is going to be the same. I'm going to still show all this other stuff, but it will be slightly leaned more towards pigeon racing. I want to sit down with y'all and actually explain what pigeon racing is and how we do it. A lot of people don't understand it. They can't concept, wrap their head around it. It's not that hard, so it'll be a little bit technicality. I'm not that smart, so it shouldn't be hard for any of y'all to understand if I can understand it. But it will be a little more towards pigeons from here out. But we will have all the other mini farm stuff, and there actually is a couple of more surprises coming here in the quick future, hopefully. So, but I'll see y'all in the next video, and hope y'all enjoy the ugly mug. Y'all see it more, I guess, because I was gotten on to that I need to start doing this a little bit more. All right.